Hey guys, just back at home after a little session at the river, and yeah, I caught a 57 centimetre, so I brought him home for dinner. And I thought I'll show you guys how I like to go about filleting them, because I like to cook them like pan fry with a bit of flour and a bit of seasoning, or either deep fry them. So I like to knock the fillets off and take the skin off and debone it and all that sort of stuff, just to make it better when you consume it. So yeah, I thought you'd give you a rundown on how I like to go about it. So, get everything ready. Got water, sharp knives, bags, plates. This is actually one of the boards off my boat, but I find it better because it grips onto the fish and stops it from sliding around so much. So yeah, just give it a good spray, get some slime off it and that sort of stuff. Now, hopefully you can see that alright. Good sharp knife is important. Start at the top of the head and get as much meat as you can. There is a couple of hard spots, but you'll learn to get through it once you've done it a couple of times. Now I don't gut it or anything like that to start with. The way I do it, I don't think it's that necessary. So go through there, and once you've got all that part cut, come down to where the backbone is and run your knife as best you can and save as much meat as you can, because we want to make the most of the fish you kept. Run your knife down there, and once you get to the butthole area, poke your knife through the other side. And you can run your knife and you'll feel the knife going across the spine of the fish, and you work your way down to the end, and that's that part done. And then cut your way down to the rib cage. These bones are quite tough to get through. Just be careful. This is probably the hardest part of getting the fish out. And once you get down, down to there like so, follow your knife back up that way, cut all the goopy stuff out. You don't want that. And that is a beautiful fillet of Murray cod. So once you get to that stage, I'll save the other half of the fish for later and just show you how to do one fillet. So give it a good rinse off, and then you can feel these rib cage bones coming down here. And to make everything easier, I like to get your knife up against them and just run down there like that. And cut that area away. This will make it easier to skin it. So now you've got that beautiful chunk of fish. It's absolutely perfect. Give it another spray. Everything's easy when it's less slimy. And then run your knife at the end of the tail. And you want a good fillet knife so you can get down and flex it against the skin. And as you're doing it, sort of pull away from the skin with your knife angled down a little bit. There you go. So then you've just got skin left. And now this whole lot is boneless already. Oh, there's actually a little bit of bone in that bit. Just have a feel around just to make sure there isn't anything you don't want in there. So then I also like to cut it that way, and that's just a perfect little fillet. Perfect pan size. Put that one on a plate. Now this is quite a thick piece of meat, and when you cook it, I like it to be even cooked. So what I do is just cut this slice in half. So that's a beautiful fish fillet. And that's going to cook a lot better because it's not so thick the whole way through. So there's boneless pieces. Now, once you get to this area of the fish, you've got all this rib cage in here. And what you need to know is that the rib cage goes like that and then curves around. So instead of trying to attack this side, flip that bit of fish over and you've got to cut down in there. But yeah, I've got to take the skin off this first, I forgot that bit. So skin, and then like I said, flip it over, you got that beautiful flesh there, and then you'll feel these rib cage bones. What you do is slide your knife up against them, you come down and you'll start to feel the bone area, and then once you do, just work your knife down on an angle like that. And then almost the same process as when you take the skin off. You just need to follow it with your knife and feel the area. So that there is the rib cage. And we haven't wasted too much meat off it at all. And you've got boneless, beautiful fish. If you're worried, you can get in there and just knock a bit more of this skin stuff off. Depends on your preference and how picky you are when you're eating. And that's the boneless part there. Absolutely beautiful. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, all the guts are still attached, you didn't have to worry about any of that. I probably stuffed up a little bit and left a good bit of meat in there, which it's not too bad, but yeah, I've done my best to get the most out of the fish. And yeah, what you're left over with is a lovely plate of fillets. So just wash your hands. Got another clean plate there. Just give it another rinse off again. And as you can see, if you do a pretty good job of it, that's a really good quality amount of boneless Murray cod. There you have it, guys. Hope that helps anyone that wants to try and get some boneless fillets off. And just remember, sharp knife makes it a whole lot better.